I was in Baltimore, Maryland, a number of months ago, and I was in the community where Freddie Gray was killed. And in that community, and this is true all over this country, you could not find a grocery store. You got that? No grocery store. You could not buy fresh vegetables. All you had is these little stores selling beer and potato chips at very high prices. In that community, and similarly all over this country, you could not go to a bank and cash a check because there were no banks in that community. All there were the payday lender crooks. In that community, and again, not just in that community in Baltimore, but all over this country, many of the buildings were boarded up. Unemployment off the charts, schools failing, inadequate access to health care. If we can give tax breaks to billionaires and fight a war we should never have fought, we can rebuild inner city America.
Box City is one of our biggest and most exciting events of the year for our Interact Club because the Metro Detroit area has it has the highest homeless population in Michigan. Almost 35,000 people are homeless. So to raise awareness and money for our local homeless shelter and for homelessness internationally, we camp out overnight on the lawn of our middle school. So we have to build little homes essentially for ourselves out of cardboard and tarp and duct tape, and that's all you're allowed to use, and you have to stay in it overnight.
My freshman year when we did it, we just basically had cardboard as our floor. We only had a wall around our heads, but our feet were sticking out and most of our bodies were sticking out in the open air. It was kind of pointless, but it was fun.
So it creates this huge essentially it's a box city that people drive by and they're like, oh, what's that? And then they're stopped at the stoplight right there, and we approach throughout the afternoon and ask them to donate to South Oakland Shelter, and then an international organization. Recently that organization has been Shelter Box, which provides a large plastic box that contains a tent and basic supplies.
People try to get more money than other people across the street. They try to build bigger boxes, and we play games in the evening and really get to bond. Box City is really important because it gets the community involved in what we're doing. And so people come and they pull over and they ask what we're doing.
And ask the people for money, but you're with your friends, and then it's kind of crazy.
And people are really generous. They donate as much as $30, as little as 50 cents, just that they find in their card.
And we raised over $1,000 in a single night for this fundraiser. So it's really exciting. Tons of people come out for it. It's one of our biggest and I would say one of our most fun fundraisers that we do all year.